Hi. Hey, have you ever wondered what the evolution of the levels of reality are in your own individual psyche and in how they affect each other? I was thinking about this today while I was walking. It was really cool. The levels of reality are what Arnold Mindell calls different layers, you could say, of reality. And the first one is consensus reality, you might say. And consensus reality is like we consent to every day. We consent that you live in the country, or that you abide by certain laws, or that this table is actually here, and that we sit in chairs when we listen to someone, or etc. They're just kind of communal agreements that we've all agreed upon are real. And they're also our day-to-day kind of functioning agreements. Then there's a level of dreaming, which is a deepening into the deeper aspects of yourself, into the deeper aspects of the world and the relationship with the world. So dreaming is like your nighttime dreams, or maybe body symptoms that, when unfolded, tell you something about deeper aspects of your psyche, or unconscious belief patterns, or emotions that you've held in but you haven't really explored. There are all these one layer into who you are, kind of more of the inner dreaming of you. Also, the indigenous peoples talk about the dreaming as kind of running everything, that there's a dream of the world and it is being sung. So then there's the essence level, and the essence level is another deepening beyond that, and that is like a very still, more when we get still, we can access it easier. Usually it has to do with sensations. It's another deepening beyond dreaming. It also, for me, has to do with the energetic level of reality, kind of the base energy that allows us all to stay alive, I would say. So if you're a yogi, you might call it Shakti or Sat. And some people might call it God, or whatever, in the deepest levels of it. There's kind of more shallow levels, I would say. Within all these levels, there are levels. So today on my walk, I was really contemplating, or just kind of randomly thinking about these layers and how they make bridges to each other. Because when they're taught, you kind of I'm telling you them, but they're all really interwoven in each other. And when we explore them more, we learn how interwoven they are, but I never thought about it in this aspect. So when you explore consensus reality, you become more aware of the agreements that we've all made together. You become conscious of them. You open up a level of your awareness. And when you become, when that happens, you have more freedom of choice, basically. Do I really agree with this? Do I want to agree with this? Maybe I agree with it in this circumstance, and I'm going to respect it because most people respect it, and that's how we can kind of make a relationship, a context for a relationship in society. Or maybe this really doesn't work for me, and I don't believe it, and I'm not going to subscribe to it, So then you can, when you open up to that, so there's more conscious choice. And then when you open up to dreaming is allows you an even wider scope of what kind of the underlying patterns that create consensus reality, you might say. So our dreams affect our everyday life, right? Even our visionary dreams of what we want in the future, you might say that. Those affect our life also. When we become aware of those, we become even more connected to the deeper parts of ourselves. And the same is true with essence, when we go back all the way into essence, and that kind of primal energy that creates all life, or even the sensations behind before we notice the dreaming levels, like sensations. So you might have a pain, right? And if you be still and kind of drop into that pain, even though it might be difficult, that pain might have a voice, it might speak, it might say something, and that would be the dreaming. Then if you just lay and be present with the sensations of the pain, that would be more essence level in your body. So when we drop into all these layers, we're creating awareness, and then we create bridges between the layers. So normal conceptualization of these layers that I've seen kind of in classes that I took when I was in graduate school, there was, like a 2D diagram of them, of a cone shape where consensus reality was kind of there at one layer, and then there was dreaming, deepening, and then essence, deeper. And when you go back and forth and you create awareness between these layers, you're creating bridges, and you're actually mapping those layers to become more integrated and interwoven in your awareness and in your system. And when you do that, you also change all the layers for everyone else, because you're changing the fabric of reality. You have the power to do that. You have the power to change the fabric of reality, and you can do that by just becoming conscious of the deeper layers that are in you. It's really quite amazing. And as you do that, like I said, you change the field that we all live in, the interconnected field that we all live in. And when you place your attention there, it allows the attention of others to more easily be open to that perspective also. So when you live your truth, it becomes easier for others to live theirs. And you can change reality by doing just that. So do it. Thanks. Have a beautiful day.